Last year,
Yeah.
1 year ago, I quit KPMG job.
이 자식 미쳤나? 좋은 잡을 갖다가 그냥 팽개쳐버리냐? 정말 스투피드해. 너무 진짜 난 진짜 very disappointed하다.
Look, saint versus sinners, the poor versus riches, top ramen place versus 5-star dinners. Wonder why I fit in, the humblest beginnings. Had to take some losses before I saw my first.
What's going on, guys? Today we're at Midway, going to LaGuardia. I haven't seen my parents in a little over a year, and they immigrated back to Korea in October of last year. But basically, my mom knew I quit my job before I quit, but my dad has no idea. He still thinks I'm working at KPMG. So in this video, that's what we're going to do. Going to finally tell him that I quit and what I've been doing for the past year. Alright, I wanted to record a little bit more of this video before I have to board over there. But I'm feeling pretty anxious, also excited because there's results to show. And I'm actually gonna get there a couple hours earlier than my parents are flying in from Korea. My brother will pick me up, go drive down to Rutgers in Jersey, which is where he goes to school, and then I'll actually go pick my parents up later at night. Alright, I made it to my stomping grounds, New Jersey, and now we're finally getting my first meal of the day in. Is this your first meal too?
Yeah.
What do you think about telling Dad? You think he'll care?
I think he already knows. Be bad at first, and then pull him far away. I mean, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, that's true.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't had like Korean food in so long because Chicago just does not have anything good. But Jersey, that's where the real Korean food is. That's good. It's currently 4:47. My parents' flight got delayed, so they're gonna be arriving a little past midnight, which is when I'll pick them up. Now I'm at a cafe, a boba one, somewhere near Rutgers campus. I have no idea where I am. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that my mom knew and I got like quote unquote her approval before I quit my job last year, but my dad has no idea. It's actually not the reason. Probably think it might be, or for most people where like the dad is the stricter one. It's more so because of judgment reasons from other people. In the Asian culture, with people always comparing their kids against another. Yeah, something along those lines. And I'm not gonna, I don't know, I'll just talk, yap, and then cut out parts. My parents had that typical Asian dynamic, especially in Korea. That's where I was born and that's where my parents are from and lived most of their life. And back in Korea, my dad was working and my mom was taking care of me and my brother. And around like 2007 or 2008, my parents had an amazing opportunity to be able to get visas, classic immigrant story of moving to the United States, to be able to provide better education system for me and my brother and not have to go through some of the stuff that Korean students and Korean kids have to go through living in Korea. Still to this day, when I look back and as I'm growing older and maturing more, I'm more and more grateful that my parents were willing to sacrifice and do that for us. But they decided to start a Korean catering store somewhere in Jersey, North Jersey up here. For the first few years, it's going really well, not a lot of competition. And then technology started to improve, DoorDash, Grubhub. So restaurants were able to do more of the catering that my parents' business was doing. And then they kind of just didn't adapt very well to the changes in the restaurant industry. And a huge reason for this is, of course, because it was their first business. They really weren't sure what they were doing. And I could tell you with a straight face, my mom is my biggest role model, just out of people who I've seen work. That work ethic was insane, getting up at 5 a.m. every single day, coming back home at 7 p.m. and doing that over and over and over again. And I could tell it was draining her soul, but she was doing it for me and my brother. And this damn sun is way too bright on my face, but hopefully this ND filter is doing enough. Yeah, COVID hit, wasn't good for a lot of businesses, including my parents. My brother's almost done graduating school, and they knew I had a stable job, career. They felt comfortable to close down the business and then sell the house in Jersey and move back, immigrate back to Korea. But that is not something they really wanted to do. Felt like more of a forced decision. And even though I'm not sure how much of my parents' story I'll include just because of their privacy, I feel like we often forget that our parents are individuals themselves and humans too, right? We just look at them as our parents. Their story is very important to the reason I quit and then the thing I'm pursuing right now. Just wrapped up after like 4 hours at that boba shop, doing some consultation calls, editing and work, getting new clients onboarded for my transformation challenge. We are here at a New Jersey, New York style halal place, similar to Halal Guys. I do have about 3.5 hours to kill before start driving to the airport. Yep. All right, my food came out. Maybe a little too much, way too much white sauce, but it's okay. And then Coke Zero. Anytime you have sweet cravings or want to drink soda, always opt for diet soda. I was just thinking with them immigrating back to Korea, I had this crazy delusional belief that I could achieve whatever I set out to do and then put my all into it and I'll make it work because I'm now alone in America.
Plans is for the entire 2024. I'm going to be exploring my interests, going to go almost all in on content creation and create different sources of income and also online business, and I feel confident enough to make it happen. And I want to be like a living proof and example of showing people that you can do this also.
Not really sure how to describe that feeling. I've never felt it before and I don't believe in fate. But some things really just do happen for a reason. I'm making this video right now, not just for entertainment, because I think I'll get a reaction, but actually to hopefully inspire and motivate you that the only thing that's setting you apart from actually taking the risk and going after the thing you want is your limiting belief of, okay, I see like all these people on social media talking about what they do for work, and then other entrepreneurs starting their business and actually succeeding with it. But you're like, this is all junk and crap you see in social media. Like, it's not possible. Like, you're just being delusional. There was a comment that really stuck out to me when I first started making YouTube videos saying, like, it looks like, Leo, you just watched way too many YouTube videos. Okay, maybe I did. I was like obsessed with just watching YouTube because I didn't have Instagram or TikTok. And similar to self-improvement, watching way too much self-improvement, not actually doing any of the habits and just getting the dopamine feel of watching self-improvement videos, you have to start just executing. And like the YouTube videos that I was watching on how to start a business and like how to make content, stuff like that, I was watching way too much. And when I decided to finally all in, that's when I started actually seeing progress towards the big vision and big goal I had set out to do. By no means do I think I'm this ultra successful entrepreneur or even content creator. I crash out multiple times a day to my girlfriend. But if we just look at hard facts and numbers, I am pretty proud of where I've come to compared to where I was even a couple months ago. I've been saying this, just keep improving, and then growth is really exponential. I gotta stop talking. The owner of this place probably thinks I'm crazy just talking to a camera. I'm looking at the wall right now. That's how it looks. So let me eat this and then chill until I go pick up my parents.
근데
뭐지 해? Frankly speaking.
frankly speaking, last year, 1 year ago, I quit KPMG job.
뭐? 그럼 지금 뭐해 유튜브? 이 자식 미쳤나? 유튜브를 해갖고 그게 직업이야? KPMG를 그냥 그만뒀어?
그렇게 두서없이 얘기하면 멘탈 붕괴되지.
좋은 잡을 갖다가 그냥 팽개쳐버리냐? 네 인생은 네 인생이니까 그렇지만은 얘기해야지. 그렇게 그냥 참나 정말 스투피드해. 나는 지금 사람들이 대학교 나오고 뭐 승훈이 왜 약대 가고 이렇게 막 약사 되려고 하고 너 뭐 CPA 따고 했던 이유가 뭐야? 유튜브 하려고 그랬던 거야? 너무 진짜 난 진짜 베리 디스어포인트다 진짜.
수gin이도 솔직하게 자기한테 하고 싶어 했는데 내가 말렸어. 하지 말라고. 그리고 네가 하고 싶은 거 네 인생이니까 하는데 결과물로 보여주고, 근데 가만히 당신은 얘랑 얘기를 안 해봐서 모르지만 인생에 자기가 원하는 삶 살아야 될 것 같아. 내가 볼 때 당신 얘 완전히 망가질 뻔했어. 내가 딱 그거 듣고 네 인생이니까 네 행복 찾아라. 자기한테 미안한데 내가 솔직히 조용히 하면서 얘를 워치했는데 뭐가 돼도 될 놈이네. 그냥 좀 믿음이 가. 유튜브도 얘가 노력한 결과물에 대해서는 뭐 일일이 보고 안 했으니까 잘 모르겠지만 어쨌든 계속 인프로 되고 있더라고. 그리고 지금 유튜버로 시작해서 유튜버로 했지만 그걸로만 하는 게 아니라 목표는 온라인 코칭으로 해가지고 내가 얘기했잖아. 하이스쿨 때 내가 얘 라이프를 지켜보면서 최고로 열심히 하는 게 운동하는 거야. 네가 운동하는 것만큼 공부했으면 하버드 갔겠다고. 중요한 거는 얘네들이 부모한테 손 안 벌리면 되는 거잖아. 그런 건 찬성이야. 20대에 자기가 하고 싶은 거 해보는 것도 나쁘지 않은 것 같아.
Yeah, I'm tired of too. Alright, so maybe I was caught him very off guard. Expected this part of the video to go completely differently. So we're gonna actually continue the video tomorrow. I didn't even get to, you know, show the results or what happened or what's been happening the past year. But I think it really just took him by shock, that one sentence where I left my CPA career job to pursue what I'm doing now. But I'm gonna spend some time, you know, talking to my mom and brother, who's kind of been knowing what's going on, and then we will regroup tomorrow with a clear headspace, kind of explain what's been going on and repair the damages. It's been 2 days since I last recorded a clip of getting the reaction from my dad and surprising him, not in a good way. I'm actually leaving back to Chicago later tonight, and after I told him I quit my job, he did not ask any further questions, kind of what I expected. Out of sight, out of mind type of thing, but figure since I'm leaving tonight back to Chicago and I probably won't see my parents for another year or 6 months, I should at least show the YouTube channel and then like kind of what I've been doing. So I'll try to get him to sit down and then show him some of the YouTube videos. Guess 하면은
10 million? 1 million?
아
1000? 레이오백? 그럼 너 바로 subscribe 해야지.
This one was the first video, Life of Big Four Accountant. After I quit, 그냥 유튜브 동영상만 만들고
다들 미쳤다고 그러지 않냐?
미쳤다고 그랬고 아니 근데 응원하는 사람들도 많긴 많았는데 Uber Eats 하고 DoorDash 했어. And then after, my friend gave me a part-time job to ship eBay packages.
그건 미쳤어.
And then I did this challenge called like 75 hard. This is when I changed to like doing only mostly fitness content. 쇼트도 거의 매일 만들거든. 근데 쇼트에서 제일 대박 난 거는 이거.
근데 왜 이렇게 높은 거야 이거는?
내 생각에 뭐 그 ground beef 내가 들고 있었던 거 일부러 막 I misspelled or mispronounced words. 최근에 프로틴 회사가 스폰서를 해줬어. 그래서
걔네가 연락이 온 거야? 너한테?
Alright, shameless plug guys, but if you guys want to keep supporting me and hopefully keep making my dreams come true, please use my code LEOB at Myprotein, and I'm gonna insert my top 3 favorite products right here. You know Dove?
더브 알지.
This is my day night routine without stripping.
Dove랑 광고하고 I have a business. What I do now is fitness coaching. That's like the main source of income. This is my website. I have an app and I help people lose weight or build muscle.
근데 이게 온라인으로 그러면 코칭하는 거야?
This is 내 고객들 transformation. He lost 10kg 4개월 안에 빠졌고.
너한테?
내 유튜브 봐가지고 내 웹사이트에서 apply and help people better their physique and get their fitness goals achieved. That was more chill, I think. He's still not, I guess, happy or okay with the route I took of not staying in corporate and then kind of advancing in that corporate ladder, going tax or accounting or even shifting to a different industry. I truly believe you live your own life. And as corny and cliche as it sounds, you do only live once. You only have one life. You die. And if you don't try and risk things that you want to enjoy in your 20s, you're going to regret it when you're 30 and later down in the future. But if you're also looking for a fitness coach who is going to all in on you because I need to make this work, go apply on my website. I'll make sure to get you right, get you dialed for the summer, lock in, fix bad habits, and teach you how to eat, track macros properly, and get in the best shape possible. For those of you guys who have, supported me since the beginning of last year, watched any of my videos, thank you so much for the continuous support. Genuinely, I would not be able to still be making these videos and then do this full time like I wanted if it wasn't for your guys' support. I'm doubling down and we're just gonna keep rolling, improving like I always mention, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.